first of his name, as Digrat would say. He's currently munching on a Kong bone. It's got a little bit of cheese stuff in it. The doggy cheese, not the human cheese. We give him a human cheese. It's no, we can't be giving him human cheese. All right, but we are once again on the wrong. Yeah. I keep forgetting that we made a goof when we first started this series forever ago, and I played like 3 or 4 streams and didn't realize I was on the wrong Switch account. So yeah, let's get to the right Switch account. And by wrong Switch account, I mean it's not the same Switch account as what we actually beat the original Legend of Zelda on. So for those that are curious as to, hey, what gives, right? We have a CTG Studios account, and we have my personal account. And when I was first streaming, good morning, Hobbs. So good to see you. So good to see you. What's this? YouTube's got some sort of experience point thing now. That's cool. But yeah, so apparently if we actually had the same profile on the same name, there'd be things from the old save file that would carry over to this one. Oh, I am tickled pink to be here. I am missing. I have missed so much, and I am. All right, yeah, right, okay. Relearning buttons. So this game is our streaming game. We love playing this game, and it's great. But the controls for this game are different from the other games. So, oh, thank you, Hobbs. So, Digrat was able to move around yesterday of her own accord. Toward the end, she was still feeling a little off. For those that don't follow the Discord, Digrat Friday morning had, or no, gosh, Saturday morning? It's been a heck of a weekend, but she wound up waking up not being able to like really move, and not saying she's paralyzed or anything, but she said the whole world started spinning, and Digrat, thankfully, up until recently, depending upon how you look at it, right, she had never experienced vertigo. And vertigo, for those that aren't familiar, is a situation. We haven't done this shrine yet. Oh, that's right. We just started doing this shrine. Vertigo is a situation where, for some reason, your brain and your eyes can't agree what's going on. Generally speaking, it's due to the inner ear, which is kind of like your accelerometer. You know, if you've got one of these smart devices and, you know, if you tilt it wherever, or your controller, right? You tilt it wherever and you're like, oh, wait. What? Did we seriously, like, undo the shrine and it's just one of these and we just decided not to? Is that what happened? Wow. Okay. But basically your inner accelerometer decides, you know what, you're not going to be able to know where you're going. And it's really weird. Like, everyone knows that's followed the channel for a very long time. I've got a blood condition. I dealt with a really bad blood clots forever ago. And there's a lot of concerns with that. A lot of things that I have to keep on top of or keep an eye out for. Like stroke. And for people that aren't familiar with stroke, you know, strokes are pretty scary things. And there's a terminology you can do called FAST that basically gives you an idea of what's going on. And when I had vertigo, you know, we were testing my face, we were testing my arm to see if I could hold it up. We were, you know, testing, you know, can I speak? Can I talk? You know, was I slurring anything? Those kind of things over and over again because I literally had no idea what was going on. My body was not, something was wrong. And so it's terrifying if you've never dealt with it before. And if you have, it's still terrifying because it doesn't change the fact that your body is still basically going, you know what, no. Let's see here. This is the map button in this game. So we have yet to deal with that, right? Because we stamp these diamonds on the ones that we haven't done. And then when we get the ones that we have done, the game has a friendly, you've done this already. So, alright, cool. So we need to, yeah, wait. Hold up. I'm beginning to have doubts on my system. Alright, well, we'll test our system then. But yeah, so Dickrat was just really in a bad spot. She wasn't able to really trust her judgment as to, are we aiming the right way? We are aiming the right way. So we need to aim that to the northeast. And our home, I love our home. House is amazing. Dickrat helped, you know, find the perfect house for our whole entire family. Ooh, this looks like I need to almost like shoot myself right at this. Almost like the game said, you know what, just aim at this and you'll be fine. I don't know if that's really how this is going to work. But we're going to tell us it's... Whoop, wait. Wait for it to load. Okay. And... what? Alright, so we need to adjust course. Wasn't exactly the direct aim we thought it was going to be. Okay. So it's above our heads? Nope. Nope, we were wrong. Hello, Eagle Shot 45. I don't understand what you're saying no to, but welcome to the friendly channel for our blind playthrough of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Hope you're having a good day today. So, to get there, what is going to be our options? Because that definitely was not our best way to go about it. Could we make it from here, possibly? Possibly, but very unlikely. Okay. Well, enjoy. Thank you. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate. I don't think we'd be able to make it all the way up there with a balloon either, would we? So... we could possibly aim that way. I don't think that helps us out either. Maybe if we make it over there, then we can... Oh, that might be what we got to do. Okay. So travel back. Woohoo! But yeah, so the whole thing when you're basically walking with vertigo is it's... I mean, you can't really trust how you're moving, where you're moving. The best thing you can do, and the most terrifying thing on top of it all, right, is you can walk with your eyes closed. Because you are at least turning off the feedback that you're getting from... Like, I don't even think that would do it, would it? Like, wow, that is seriously not going to work. Like, even if we shoot over that. Now, ooh, wait a second. Wait a second. That might be reachable? Like, what is that? That is that. Oh. Well, now. Okay. Oh, we got a vending machine over here. What's this vending machine give us? Anything important? Homing cart? No. Okay, so let's go into the builder's tool chest here. And so we have no rockets, we have no balloons. I don't even know if that would be... Okay. We have only 2 batteries. We have any flame emitters? We do have some flame emitters, so we can... Alright. So I've got an idea. It's not a great idea, but most of the ones we have on this channel aren't anyways, right? Let's see if we can get this one. That gives us some options for batteries, maybe? But yeah, so Digrat wasn't able to you know, basically do anything. It was Friday. Because we were kind of like, okay, so Rusty loved the little dude. You know, he's precious. He's amazing. Digrat and I don't have any problems with him in general, but he decided to how to tactfully say this. You are altitudinally challenged today. Yeah, that is a word. That is a word. That is definitely a word. But so Rusty decided to do this thing that dogs like to do called scent exploring and scent confirming. So basically what a dog will do is the dog will find a scent that they're not sure about. We could possibly use enough fans, right? Right. Whoa. Wasn't there batteries at this one? All those possibilities of batteries, we only got 1. But we got 6 fans. So that's something that we might be able to use. But, yeah, but basically what a dog will do is when they find a scent that they're not sure about, like this could be something that's not good for the house, or it could be good for the house. And what they will do is they will mark it on the side of their face by mashing down on the ground and dragging their face across it multiple times. And that's the way that they can keep the scent on them to bring it back to the rest of the pack. So they'll have an eye. Uh-oh, that was not what we were trying to do there. So they'll be like, okay, this is possibly a good smell, maybe not. Okay. Hey, here we go. Here we go. This one is a way better altitude. Well, that's a Gleeok. We don't want to fall into the Gleeok. Not until we're like way better adjusted to our controls. Examine. I cannot read it, but with the power of this, I can take a photo. So what Rusty had done is he found what can only be described as some proof that another animal had been there long before, and mashed his face all over it. Basically, you know, the brown emoji, right? So that happened on Wednesday? Yeah, happened on Wednesday. And I gave him a bath for it. Because that had to happen. Because, yeah. Digrat was more than distraught with that, to say the very least. Okay, I vaguely remember this this place. Boy, I really wish I had stasis in this game sometimes. I'm gonna do something that I'm going to regret. I can already tell. Poor dogs. Yes, yes, yes. They love their smells. Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, there's a portion of me that I grew up with dogs, and so I kind of laughed it off. It's like, well, he's a dog. He's going to do things like that, right? But Digrat, this is her first indoor dog, and she did have a dog growing up, but it wasn't something that she got to experience a lot of time with. So yeah, she was convinced that he smelled and stunk up the place, so we gave him a bath on Wednesday. Now the funny thing is, though, is he had a grooming appointment already scheduled for Thursday. Oh, another one of these, huh? Whoops. The last one of these went all the way down into the depths, but this one didn't, apparently. So that's good. So we got 2 of these knocked out. What is that? What is that? It's not grabbable. Okay. Sadoon, yeah. Woohoo! It's a Korok! But yeah, so we had this whole experience going over, and it's been an ordeal, but she is doing much better now. But she did have us worried for quite some time. Another Tiki Korok, yes. We're up to, hey, time for a progress shot. 106 Koroks. Wow. That's a drop in the bucket is what that is. Oh, okay. So we got 2 of these down. I don't remember what my stars are for. I want to say, wait, are these marks that we actually made ourselves? Oh, they are. Okay. Ah, okay. There we go. You can tell I've been playing a lot of other games, because in one of the games I've been playing, this mark is actually a quest objective. And yeah, so that was a thing. So, oh, are we? Whoop! That was almost a disaster. That was almost my tea glass all the way on the ground. But this was filled with treat filling, and no more. Oh. He has to check. Did Daddy put more in it? No, I did not, buddy. But yeah, alright, so that's the one that we couldn't figure out. I bet if we just launch ourselves up to the tower, we'll be able to get that one probably. Rusty. Those are neighbor kids. They do that when school's in session and they have to go sit at the bus. We know this. There's got to be a reason why I didn't do that, though. got to be a reason. All right. So it's just right here. Wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Wait a second. I think I know what happened to the giant pillar, right? I think this is it. I think the reason why we can't find it up in the sky is because that's exactly what happened to it. I think I figured that one out. Alright. That's right. This is my run button. So the two games that I've been playing, which have been more or less just abysmal to play with the internet being the way they are, is there's a really fun one. Well, they're both really fun. Neither of them are what I would call, unfortunately, family friendly because of the way they handle certain things. But one of them is called Palea, and it's actually really different. It's I don't mean that like it's revolutionary, right? But it's like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing took their best parts. Yeah, that's what happened. This one's on the map, but it's not really there. Like, okay. Okay. I'm going to call that one good. But just in case, for confusing me even further, right? We're going to put a little people there. Because that's going to mean, like, maybe I need to have somebody inspect that. Maybe not. Alright, so we still have 1, 2. That's the one we can't figure out. Alright. Let's go to our adventure log. And this one right here, right? Okay, you need to capture 7 stone tablets. So we got these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that maybe. Maybe. But yeah, Palea is really interesting. It's free to play. That's one of the things that I absolutely like about it to begin with. It does do one of those things where if you are willing to spend a little bit of money, you'll have a bit more of an enjoyable experience. Not in the way that most people would think, though. For the most part. There is one little annoying thing that they just started doing. But, alright, talk to you. Hi. Yes. Yes, we found more. Here's a picture. So, free to play, you basically have a little bit of grinding. Yep, translate it. What was Zelda doing this time? Okay. Alright, okay. So, count the party for those. Right. So they just danced. Neat. And the next part. Silver rupee, nice. But yeah, so it's like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. So there's some farming elements to it. There is some relationship elements to it. There isn't really a calendar-based system. So there's no seasonal things in the regards of the way certain animals can be fished or farmed, or there's no seasons based upon the way that the crops can be dealt with. And there's no, it's not like, hey, this person's only going to be doing this thing like on Tuesdays. There is a clock in the game, so some people do things based upon the clock. Alright, okay. Neat stuff there. Okay, last bit's not in the text. Alright. But yeah, it's really interesting too, because it does have some let's call them combat elements. Do I have another photo? Yes, I do, because I had 4. Nice. So there is combat in the regards that there's a hunting aspect to it. There's animals, you have a bow and arrow, you shoot at the animals, and eventually they become loot bags. And depending upon the animal, there's different things you might need to do to hunt them. But there's no combat in the regards that there is like a health bar or anything like that. Just the animals themselves that you hunt. There's also bug hunting, which is kind of like, I don't want to, it's like Pokemon, but not Pokemon. You basically have a sphere, you throw it at the animal until it gets knocked out, and then you capture it. There's no Pokemon battling or anything like that. So there's some neat stuff to it, and you can, there's nothing that you can buy in the game that will help you with all of that. Now, there is one singular thing currently game related that you pay real money for, and you get some kind of advantage, and that there is a pet system that you can get pets without using currency, but there is a specific pet that if you are to purchase it, you get what's called a courier ability. And what that all means is that once every 10 minutes you can send your pet with some of your inventory back to your house to store it. So all that does is save you time. Okay, we want to restart at another time windows. Every time, I swear, I've told this thing over and over again that I sleep during the day, and it doesn't understand that. Okay. So we've got quite a number of things. Alright. Huh. That's neat that we can go back to that. But yeah, so I've been playing Palia, and again, it's kind of interesting, the fact that it does a lot of things from the viewpoint that the player's time is valuable, and the player shouldn't be having to compete with other players. Okay, so there's this here. That's the original ancient tablet. There's like nowhere around here for me to really teleport to, so I guess we're gonna have to just do a giant jettison ourselves up in the sky again. But what I mean by that, like, if you are doing the hunting thing in Paleo, and I shoot an animal with an arrow, you shoot an animal with an arrow, when it becomes a loot bag, we both get the loot bag. If you hit a bug and I hit a bug, we both get to loot the bug. If you and I both swing an axe at a tree and chop the tree down, we aren't fighting over resources because we both get whatever the tree would produce. So that, in my opinion, is a nice... Oh, there's my... Okay. Okay. Alright, we really need you to really push us over this way. Come on, Talion. Come on. Come on. What would Rivali do? What would Rivali do? Rivali would dig deep. Would dig deep. Alright. Can we go up this waterfall, right? We can go up the waterfall? If we're wearing the right outfit, we can, right? So we need to get the right outfit on. Woohoo! Alright. So we're one step closer. Alright, so we need to... Oh, wrong button. Sneak is this button in this game. Alright. And... You know, we'll just keep that equipped right now. Our temperature looks to be fine. Good morning, Sal. Oh, we are doing good. Thank you for asking. We are finally in a position where a lot of things have finally settled down. The internet is to a point to where I am not having to like bargain with Karma for the internet to work. And not only can I stream, but now the internet is stable enough for the downstream so I can actually watch the replay. It feels amazing. Oh. And it has been... It's always... Anytime the internet goes like a little off kilter, and let's be another old map. Hey, let's be real. The internet's not perfect yet. My stream connection is saying that is not 100% at times. I am getting a bit of a delay on the stream and the replay. So like, it's like 5 seconds for me, which means it might be a little bit longer for you guys. But yeah, I am glad to be back in this chair with my little dog, playing some Zelda. Feels right. Okay, we gotta get up here, and then we go back to stealth. Stealth and then grabbing fairies. Alright. There's a lot of good stuff here. It's great to see. Oh, it's great to be streaming again. But yeah, so Palea though, there's just a lot of non family friendly content with the way a lot of the characters interact with each other, which is weird because it's cartoony. And so you're like, oh, this is a little cartoony game. And it's... So we find ourselves back in this kind of situation. So, like... If I were to make a platform with fans on it that goes just up, I feel like that could possibly work. Save early, save often at this point. But yeah, it was kind of refreshing while everything was kind of going the way it was here, to have a game like Palea that just was like, yeah, sure. Other games want you to find like 50 MacGuffins, but we need to be able to steer, so we can't short ourselves on that. But you know, even if you spend all of wrong button, I am all right. Rotate. There we go. Even if you spend all the time on it and everything, it's going to basically go, yeah, you can do this. Now it's got a real grind, And it's like a lot of more cozy kind of games where you're mainly decorating a house at the end of the day after everything you do with your time. But it's fun. It's cute. I will say this, for someone like myself who likes a bit more thinking to go on with the game sometimes. Like, not all the time, right? I like a game where I can just turn my brain off. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing to be said for games like that I you know, it's like, okay, let's do this. Okay. Whoa. Okay. We confirmed the direction that those blades spin. All right. But there was a moment when I was playing it with Digrat where I was like, okay, this is fun, but I don't see the long-term enjoyment for myself. And I still play it. I still play it with Digrat. She really likes it, and I understand why she likes it, because Digrat, you know, whereas I spend a lot of time by myself at night, Digrat spends a lot of her time with her family, and so where I have, okay, this is it, right? Lift! Lift! Oh, this is such a great machine. This is gonna get us where we need to be. Alright, and I think we messed up. I think we messed up. Tur Club, I think we goofed. I think I shorted myself by a lot. Okay. Let's okay, so let's review. That was the wrong thing to do, clearly. But I think we have a strategy. Okay. Trying to think of what that strategy is. Good machine, but it took a lot of power. It did take a lot of power. And the problem is had I just trusted in the process, I think I would have been okay. I've got another plan, but I don't know if it's a good one or not. So all right. Now, keep in mind, this is probably not the best thing that I've made, but I'm out of practice by a lot. Close. Okay, I think this will work. Or this is going to be really, really just bad. Again, save. Okay, so that wasn't enough lift. No worries. I've got a plan. It's basically when plan A fails, go for plan B, right? But plan B sometimes is just do plan A. Just twice as much. Because the goal, because we know that there was enough lift on those to get us all the way up, right? I just got to be able to get up onto there. And then, of course, we're going to have to farm stuff for other things. But, okay, so what was I thinking? I thought maybe there's something else we need to do this time. I hate using all these batteries, but... they kind of have to happen, right? Oh, I am so silly. I should have used my time reverse when we were just way off, right? That's going to haunt me. Like, a lot. A lot. Okay. Okay, come back up here. Good. And then up here. Alright, up. Okay, okay. This is fine. This is fine. We all know that that probably means it's not really fine, but okay. Okay. So I'm beginning to think that these things are way too heavy. So we're going to do this instead. But yeah, Palia is been real fun, and like I said, it is free to play on like everything. It's cross-platform. That was not what we were trying to do. Excuse me, Hyrulean people. How about can we just move you right in the center? Thank you. And then we'll just put you right there. And then put you right here. Alright. Okay, and we need you just to be able to go up as high as possible. So I guess if we put that in there, it's like that, it's fine. Alright. We're not going to attach these. I just need it to stay to where I can probably get on top of this, but that's not going to happen. So we're going to move this over, back over where we can get to it. But the problem with it though is if the internet's not really working too well with games like Palia, is that you play for a while and then you start lagging out really bad, and then you get to redo it all. Okay. Lift! We need lift! Okay. This is working. A little. Alright. Alright. Go up. Go up. Why are you tilting back that way? That's not the way science works. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Maybe we expected too much of this. Maybe we do this. I don't foresee this going well at this moment, but it is what we have. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Alright, so clearly the lack of balance on this thing is probably the problem. Oh, that's only one thing I can really do at this point. And that's maybe wedge myself between these things. If I can wedge myself between these things. Nope. Okay. Alright, so maybe we got kind of the right idea. Maybe this is too heavy. Let's take out the skateboard. The skateboard's got like a balanced side to it, so maybe we do this. Alright, and okay, this either goes really good or really horrible. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, I don't think recall is going to help us here. Okay. Well, now. Do we have anything at this point that would even begin to work? So the answer to that is no. Okay, well, how high will this get us? Answer is not high enough, 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 not high enough. Alright. Well. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Where is the horribly tall, very wobbly, terrifyingly scary thing? Actually, do we have enough to build this? And the answer to that is no, we don't. We need 45. Alright, how many do we need for our pillar, though? Where's our pillar at? Come on, right here. Our instant scaffold. Wait. Am I misremembering the way this thing counts things? Maybe. Yes, I am. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, that changes things. But I still think if we go with the instant scaffold, we might be fine. Because I think if we go here, and then we ascend, right? Because we were pretty close with the... Maybe just to be on the safe side. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Hey! Sure, we used like half of our inventory, but we found a good solution. Would have been great had we thought about that solution to begin with. It would even be better if I remembered that I saw a chest over here on that island when we first started over here, right? I didn't imagine that, right? There was a treasure chest somewhere over there, and I just forgot to loot it. Yeah, we'll have to go back for that, just to be sure. But yes, I feel great. Oh, it's another one of those. At least this one doesn't look like it's going to be going down to the depths either, so that's a plus. But yes, we knocked this one out. I'm feeling really good about that. I'm feeling very funny the fact that we did different things to... I mean, we could have got up this a lot differently, right? Alright, so over here... Oh, I already looted? You can tell that I could probably do with a little bit more caffeine. But hey, we got what we came for. And that's the important part. We got another one of these down, so I feel really good about that. Edit stamp. Put a star on it. Okay. So we have this one, which we still aren't sure on. And this one... Whoa. How do we even begin? Like... Let's put a beam here. And maybe it's on the ground already. I don't remember seeing another one on the ground, but maybe. Woohoo! We got something added to the album. I think I have an idea. Oh, never mind. No Grand Theft Balloon. Okay. I had an idea, but the game said that I had to be a lawful good character. So, all right. Let's go toward the red pin and see what the red pin gives us. It probably gives us nothing, but well, maybe we huh. Maybe we don't exactly regret our life choices, but this choice definitely is one that could have been better. Ooh, shinies. We'll take shinies. Oh, yeah. I forgot we were doing that too. That guy can stay in that cave for a little bit longer because, yeah. All right. So there's the closest. Wait a second. Oh, that. Wait a second. Oh, dragon. Can we fast travel fast enough? Pretty sure fast traveling in this game is instantaneous, right? Alright, dragon. Alright. Okay, I did not think this through all the way. Do we get a boost? Does it actually like lift us up by the dragon? Couldn't have it lifted us up by the dragon? Finally started farming dragon parts for the armor upgrades. That is definitely something that we'll need to do at some point ourselves. I feel like when we're done like with the exploring and stuff, we need to kind of knuckle down for that. Alright, okay. Oh, come back, dragon. Absolutely. Dragon needs to come back. I hear dragon music still. That's a good sign. Oh, please, dragon. I don't think we're going to be able to use this dragon as an Uber. We were really kind of hoping that would happen, but alas, no. That's a weird possibility. I don't think we can get that, but hear me out. What if we launched ourselves out of the tower and then aimed for the dragon? I don't think we're in the same, like, anything as this dragon, but it's worth a shot. Yep, that's what I'm doing. We gotta do things for science, right? Okay, we know the dragon was this way. Ooh, I see the dragon. I see the dragon. I see a shiny, but we're not chasing shinies. A shiny and a shrine? Why do you gotta be so mean, game? And just to make sure, we're not nearby one of these things that we're trying to get to, right? Yeah, right, we're not. Alright, where's the dragon? The dragon's this way. Okay. Hello, dragon. Cold dragon. Dude, here's a thought. Let's make sure that when we land on the dragon, we're not going to freeze all of our important pieces of our body to where we just don't survive. Hey, we got cold pants. Wait, was that the right kind of hat? Yeah, okay. Alright. So, is it cold on the dragon? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Will this dragon potentially take us where we need to go? Unsure, but, you know, it's worth a shot. We still have this one to get to, and it was nearby when we saw it in the first place. So yeah, let's just ride the dragon and see how long it decides to let us stay on here before it... Oh, it's got an updraft too, so... Oh, okay. That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot. I kind of dig it. I won't lie. The dragons were totally different in the first game, right? Because you had like elemental things flying around them that were trying to damage you the whole way, and we still kind of get that a little bit. I see like the cold puffs coming off of this thing, right? But it seems like more or less I'm okay. And just look at the speed this thing's going. This thing is knocking out a notch on the map every couple seconds. It's booking. Looks like the dragon is rising. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that idea too. Which that's good because we need it for lift, right? And as long as we can as long as the dragon doesn't go 100% vertical on us, I think we're good. And we are kind of coming around, so hopefully it'll loop back. It looks like the dragon is rising it. Yeah, as long as it doesn't descend on us also, right? At some point, we might have to break out a fire weapon. Let's just equip that right now, so we can stay a little bit warmer. I like the music too. The music, you know, I think that good game music's not appreciated enough these days. Like, don't get me wrong, good music is like alluded to, and people go, yeah, it's got really great music. But there's a lot of games out there that were good games, but kind of fell off mediocre a bit because the music just didn't get there. Got close, but not all the way. Where are we at? We're making a pretty good amount. Let's see here. I wish this thing would tell me the coordinates of where my cursor was. That would be very helpful. So there's the waterfall, right? So we're getting back to where we were at one point, so that's good. Yeah, Zelda music's good. A lot of classic Nintendo music. If you play some classic Nintendo games, there's some games that have really amazing music. And if you play the game without the music, the game just, you're like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. This is not as good as I remember it being, right? And one of the ones that immediately comes to mind is Blaster Master. Blaster Master is a great game, but that's not just because of the gameplay. It's because the special effects and as far as the sound and the music carry that a long way. Yeah, music is just, it's one of those things that just needs to be concentrated on a little bit more. Yeah, we're making really good progress. What is that? Oh, that's the, okay, that's the dam. Okay, that's cool. Like, there was a game maybe 6 months ago, maybe 8. It looked like everything I wanted in a video game. It was a tactical role-playing game. The game itself had a really good story element to it. I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be great. Right in my wheelhouse. There was no music. Not going to say the name of the game because, quite frankly, I don't want to bash a game, right? The concept is the important part. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to go down a bit, which is unfortunate. But I don't know where this train stops, right? This train looks like it's, going to make a long path. So maybe it ascends again. Maybe it'll ascend all the way back over here. That'd be great. I would appreciate if it would ascend all the way back at the other one that we had no clue how to get to. But good music for a game can carry a lot of things. I according to my interface here, Sal, it says that those are the top fans on the channel. It just showed up today when we started streaming, and it keeps going back and forth. So I'm not sure really what all it is. It has a little bit of tutorial bubble here. Oh, okay. I think YouTube is trying something new. Yeah. It'll go underground and come back up to the surface. Okay, well, in that case, it looks like it's about to go to this giant underground cavern here, then. Which one is that? Because, whatever... Oh, okay. Well, it couldn't. Could it? Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. So it looks like the numbers are basically who is talked the most in chat. And it weighs super chats and other things in too. From what I can see, according to the little blurb that popped up when I clicked on the little question mark. So that's interesting. I guess YouTube's trying to get more engagement out of people. They're really trying to force a lot of things onto streamers too, from what I've seen. Like every time I go to stream, it keeps telling me that I really should be putting ads on my channel. And telling me how much money I could have made last month if I had put an ad on my channel. Hey, there's a new location, East Hill. Discovery, East Hill Chasm. Oh, okay. That's something we got to be careful about, because now the ice is appearing on us. All right. I gotta admit, I kind of like riding the dragon through the map. This is kind of a cool way to go about things. While we're here, get on our bright seeds. And we can just kind of carpet bomb the map a little bit, right? Kind of, you know, pepper it a little bit. So when we come to this area, because I don't think, wow, we're in no man's land. Look at this. We are in Ralph Wiggum's levels of danger here. Okay. Yeah, that's going to happen. If we only take like 3 or 4 hearts of damage riding the dragon, that's not too bad. Never played a game before that you could ride a dragon. That is, you know, there's not a whole lot of games that you can ride a dragon, right? Like there's the how to train your dragon games, of course, which that's sort of like, oh, come on. So we're righting ourselves. There we go. Alright, so we need to come back to our nice little perch we had there. And I think like Ark, right? We rode wyverns in that. Yeah, I don't have any other systems. That's a good point too. I think Panzer Dragoon might be on Nintendo. Like a remake that they might have had. I feel like I'm on a parade float throwing candy. I gotta say though, this tactic here is seriously lighting up a lot of the depths. Like we can see like so much from where we're throwing these. This is crazy. What in the world is that? Oh, I know this is Nidra, but game, can we? A marbled Goma. Isn't that a boss that we had to fight? Like, yeah, that's what? Okay. Looks looks very Noposaurus Rex. Fight it again. We definitely will fight it again sometime. Well, I guess we'll put a monster pin there, because we have to kill everything, right? Like, there's several quests that are like, you have to fight these things this many times. So, oh, that went all the way down to the bottom. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a problem. On the one hand, I know that is absolutely a dragon part that we need. On the other hand, it took us a while to get this ride, so I don't want to get off of it. Yeah, very much an oops. On the plus side, it didn't make the dragon aggressive, right? Okay, looks like we're changing elevation again. Maybe. Because the way I'm throwing things is not clearing the dragon. But yeah, I like the mechanic here. I like how I don't feel at any point like I'm endangering myself. And I low-key, at this point, kind of want to find the other dragons and traverse the world with them too. The fact that the game keeps all of our seeds that we've thrown, unless they get destroyed by enemies, I think this is a real good strategy. Oh, Rusty, buddy. I know. I didn't realize the dragons took such a, like, insane route. Like, I bet it's going to come out of here. Right? Like, it came into there. I bet it's going to come out of here. And if it does, that might get us where we need to be. Oh, did we just throw two in the same spot? Whoops. Let's wait for the tree to pass. Because I don't want to stick it to the top of the tree. That doesn't do us any good down there, right? Oh, there's a frox down there. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's going to eat our flower. See, those kind of things... You know, that's the only thing that really gets rid of the flowers, is the enemies that actually seek them out and destroy them. So that makes the roots important. Wait, we're descending. Why are we descending? Like... Is there a depth to the depths? Like, what is going on? So... Nope, I was hoping I had a bow that had a longer reach on it, like a phrenic bow, but alas, we don't. More parade floats. So where are we at? We're getting closer. Oh, Baba, I'm so sorry. It started raining again. So Rusty's did really good this year when it comes to thunderstorms. We kinda... I don't know if I would say this is like one of those really good pet parent moments or not, but we had seen a friend of ours had said that they got theirs to be good with thunderstorms by simply taking low-calorie treats, which we have in spades, and then providing their dog with a low-calorie treat every time a peal of thunder happened. We need to be down here, I think. And basically it would distract the dog and associate the peal of thunder, instead of it being something scary and concerning. It just basically said, hey, this sound happens and then something good happens. Okay. Okay, I believe I'm standing in a good spot. I'm beginning to believe that that might not be correct. Oh, we can hold on to the dragon. Okay. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Glide. Hold the phone, Turtle Club. There are shiny pieces on this dragon. What, pray tell, is this? A spike shard? Okay. Okay. Alright. Can we get high enough up on the back and nestle ourselves right here? I need to know. Nope. Nope, we can't. I was hoping we could take a photo of it, but no. Once we upright, we probably will. So it's probably... I don't know. It says there's a shrine nearby. And it could be one that's already on the map. But it sounds like it stopped. Oh, I don't know if I like that or not, Turtle Club. That could mean that there's a shrine down in the chasm hole. Like if the chasm happened where shrine... Whoa, that's brain exploding is what that is. Okay, so we're out there. So hopefully we turn this way next. And once we... Oh, no. No. That was a lot. That was almost a really big oopsie daisy. Okay. Okay, so we can't take a photo of the spike, but we can have more spikes. Oh, no, come on. Alright, back in our nice little comfy seat. Alright, so what we need to do is we go up here, go down here, put a red pin there. So our red pin will be on the map, so we'll see it potentially as we approach it. Got a plan. I don't know if the updraft from the dragon's stronger than our rocket shield. I'm gonna go with probably not. There's only one way to test though, and that's basically to updraft. That's a pretty good jump there. Huh. Maybe. Maybe not. Did the dragon just start glowing again? Yeah. There is a glow on the dragon. I would suspect that means that we can actually politely right? If we do this. Yeah. So interesting. So maybe when the dragon comes out of the chasm hole is how it glows. And now we've got two basically wasted opportunities to get scales. But we tested things for science. Yeah. I hit it with the seed. And it generated a scale. So that was the thing that happened, unfortunately. Okay, so we're getting close. This is, yes, is absolutely a science moment. There is so much science going on right now. And I'm hoping it's enough for where we gotta be. Come on. Come on, dragon. Take us where we need to be. We need all the vertical lift you can give us. That sounds like a dad joke. When it glows, you can collect the scale. There's a cooldown before it lets you do it again. I wonder what the cooldown is, because it seems like... Yeah, it seems... Yeah, because we made the first scale while we were down in the depths. So it definitely isn't the duration of the ride in the depths, right? We have 2 rockets. Which I don't think does us any good. Well, we definitely went through an entire day-night cycle because the moon's a different phase now. Please, dragon, go toward where we need to be. That way. We need you to go that way. You're not going that way, dragon. I'm very sad about that. Okay. How high up is it going? Did we go up high enough? We did not go up high enough. Okay. You'd be able to tell when the stream is over. Alright, 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 alright. Can I get back to the dragon? I can get back to the dragon. Okay, okay. This is fine. This is fine. I think we recover, and then we do this. Oh, Turtle Club. It was a valiant effort. It was such a valiant effort. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. It was close, but not close enough. Oh, it was an absolutely good ride. We learned a lot of stuff about the dragon. I'm not gonna say this was a failure. But you know, we got a lot of good data out of it. I'm not patient enough to ride a dragon. You know, I have more than my fair share of patience. Okay, so I don't think. So that's where we made it to, right? We can delete that pin. We're going to keep that pin. So there's our travel medallion. Let's go back to our travel medallion. Because I think we put our travel medallion all the way up top, right? Like that insane climb that we did that took us the better part of an entire stream. I think that's where our travel medallion is now. Yeah. Yeah. So. The question is. At this point. We know this is uncharacter. Yeah, we have a great altitude at this point, right? I don't think we make it there. Alright, so if we were to aim... Yeah, alright, aim like this, right? Right there it is. Oh, we are all of the high up. Okay. The question now becomes, we have 2 stamina foods. Okay, okay. We have 4 stamina foods. I think we have plenty of altitude, but it never hurts to have more, right? I'm gonna put this red pin back just so we can focus on it easier. We are so much higher than the dragon. We are on our 2nd stamina wheel now. Like, when the dragon looks like a worm from up here, you know you're way all the way up in the sky. Alright, we want just this one. And just this one. Because we have to make it all the way there. Oh my goodness, Turtle Club. There is a greater than 0 chance that we don't make it. These fully replenish, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we'll still be all right. Like, I think if we yeah, I think we might be okay. Oh, and of course, it's another one of these. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So, that said, we can now change this stamp to a star. So the question is, we might be able to make it from here, too. I think we might be able to make it from here to there. And we have 3 full stamina wheels. We have no rocket shields. Okay. So I feel like we need to get a rocket. Do we have any soldier pieces? Well, we have large zonite. We can put that in the thing, right? Okay, so where do we get rockets from? There we go. I feel like if we get a rocket shield and we use it to pull ourselves up, we'll have 3 full stamina. We were so high up. We were so high up. I think this is the play. I think this is what we got to do. But I'll get this in the line. We were. It's so crazy how high up we were too, right? Like in the original Zelda for Switch, dragons were considered like the highest thing, right? I mean, there was so much going on with those, and we were so much higher up. How many fairies do I have? I have 5. Okay, I don't want to do anything with that. Hello. We're feeding you zonite. Big chunks of zonite. We want Uno rockets at the very least. That's right. I keep always forgetting that these are... Huh. Well, that does make life tricky. Because we have no soldier parts. Pretty sure anything else that we put in there is going to be rejected. I doubt. Oh, okay. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. The fairy just completely noped right out. Said, no, we're good. I don't know why the blue pin's there. We'll just pretend like we know at a later time. We'll go explore and see what the blue pin's there for. "93 shrines, 106 crumbs." Does my shrine counter actually say 93? It does now. Alright, so we don't have a rocket. So without the rocket, is there enough height? And I'm not sure. Like, where is that in the grand scheme of things? Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, on the plus side, right, we can see it from here. Alright. So, do we have anything... That's a good question. Do we have anything that restores stamina currently? Because we have a fairy, right? And sometimes having a fairy is all it needs to have. Portable cookers? Portable cookers. Alright. Sweet. I hope Tolan has good lungs. Yeah. Absolutely, right? Okay. Okay, hearts. Eat it fresh or cook it. Okay, it's just apples, right? Okay, peppers. Cooling effect. Speed we don't care about. Volt we don't care about. Fire. Ice, shock, splash, dazzle. Chill, bright cap. Rush. It's just movement speed. Alright. Razor shroom. Silent high roll herbs. Big hardy scratch shrooms. Didn't we? There's a stam bulb. Okay. So we have some stam bulbs. So I think... Alright. So I think we grab a fairy and a stam bulb. Okay, not as good as we were hoping, but that's fine. All right, so let's do several stam bulbs and a fairy. Okay. I'm going to have to, for experimentation, right? I'm cocking my head like the dog does because I think I heard something. Okay, I don't know if you all heard that or not, but when I was cooking, Link was humming the forest theme. That's interesting. Okay, core temp, armored, mighty, sunset, deep, hot-footed, hardy. Speed boosting, sticky, fireproof. So yeah, that's things like that. You know, I got overzealous and I wasted a few cooking pots. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Okay, so I think if we just dive for it and go for it, I think we might be okay. No, no, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Link? That was not what we were trying to do. Oh, Link. But just the world building that Nintendo has in their games is just top notch. It really is. I just wish the Switch 2 was a lot different. There are so many things about the Switch 2 right now that do make me I have yet to buy one. I I have an Xbox X. I was actually gifted that for a Christmas gift by Digrat, which was an amazing gift. I have an Xbox S because Digrat wanted to play on the Xbox. And she was like, well, for your birthday, let's get you an Xbox S then, so you can have both consoles and be able to go back and forth between them, and that way I can still play. We all know how Digrat is, right? And so that's great. I've been looking at the PlayStation 5. I've been looking at it for a very long time. I still haven't anything that really made me want to get a PlayStation 5. And I was really looking forward to the Xbox or the Switch 2. I was like, okay, let's go. Let's get it. Okay, let's foods. Eat that. Eat that. Are we high up enough? Did we need to use a rocket? I think we're still okay. But the Switch 2 has made some ecosystem choices that I'm really not a fan of. And the big problem is a lot of my games are first party purchases if it's a new game and I'm getting it when the game comes out. But a larger number of the games that I own are used. And there's currently some anti-piracy options that Nintendo is utilizing that are turning off people's Switches because they have a used copy of a game that has been registered to somebody else. And that game has then been discovered to have been copied over to another form of media. And, we are very anti-piracy on this channel, right? We play on the original hardware. We do not use emulators for actual games that are currently purchasable on primary or secondary market. We do support businesses in that regard and content creators of any kind of content, right? Because game developers, even giant monolithic corporations, they're in it to make sure that they get to see their stuff and they continue to be able to make their stuff. But the idea that if I were to purchase a copy of a game that may not be even in print anymore, that's my big problem. It's not, hey, if a game that's currently out, you should buy it. Yeah, I get that. I don't disagree with that, and that's usually when I do get a used copy of a game. It's because the game has been so far out that I'm not going to be able to find a new copy of it typically. Oh, this feels pretty good. This feels really good. I would love if one of these were to fall on top of someone's head, right? Like Koga, just splat. But if Nintendo is going to start taking away people's ability to get used games, like imagine picking this up, taking it home, because you can't get this new anymore. This is on mostly a dead console at this point. But or grabbing this and taking it home, right? Fun game, by the way. Did not get as much credit as it needed to. But if you were to purchase a used game and bring it home, and it's a game that you can't find anymore, and all of a sudden your console stops working, I don't think that's a good answer. I don't think it's a good answer. I think it is an answer, and it's the one that Nintendo's decided to go with. But, and I know that if you are one of those people who bought a used game and you had your console bricked, you're able to basically contact Nintendo and plead your case and prove, but treating you, yeah, absolutely, Sal. Buying a used Switch 2 is granted. There's some other things with that too. But buying a used Switch 2 is pretty close to basically saying, hey, I want to buy a paperweight. Now, because if you think about it, the Switch 2 is new. It's still heavily scalped. So why is someone be selling their Switch 2? Seriously. I mean, that is absolutely a question you have to ask, is why is this currently in a used location? And you'd have to ask that in the past anyways. Like, did they get broken? But GameStop and Best Buy and several other companies now that, you know, are major retailers that are doing refurbishing, they are testing those kind of consoles to make sure that they work. Yeah. Absolutely, Sal. I mean, and they're not inexpensive in the United States either. I mean, by any stretch of the imagination, a Nintendo Switch 2 costs more than an Xbox S currently. Costs more than a PS5 after Sony made their price reductions. And look at the content on this channel, y'all. I have been a Nintendo streamer primarily, even though I'm a varietal streamer. And I have streamed so much Nintendo content. It's not that I dislike Nintendo content. I was part of the Nintendo Ambassador program when this whole entire channel started. I have been one of those people who have been supportive of Nintendo for a very long time. I've also been supportive of the rest of the gaming community and the gaming development community, but Nintendo has been more or less what my audience, the Turtle Club, what you guys have enjoyed more than most things. There's a lot to be said for back when we did Fortnite content and when we did art content. We had a lot of people that enjoyed that as well. But Nintendo, Zelda's primarily seems to be what everyone enjoys here, and myself included. But right now, there's not a new Zelda for the Nintendo Switch 2. Right? There's a Mario Kart game that kind of doubles down on the consumer isn't who Nintendo wants to be supporting with all the changes and the forced things that they're doing on it. And then there's the new Donkey Kong game, which, neat. We expected some kind of 3D platformer. We were thinking we probably would have seen a Mario game, but out of nowhere we got a prequel of sorts, right, for Donkey Kong. But there's not really a whole lot else going on the Switch 2. We have Donkey Kong, we have Mario Kart, and we have a pile of games that are like 3 years old that couldn't run on the Switch 1. And anyone who wanted to play those games, like a lot, got it on other consoles or on computer. So yeah, I between the lack of like a lot of content and just the risk at owning one, there's going to have to be something really phenomenal come out for the Switch 2, and it's going to have to be more than Pokemon. Yeah, it has been. It's been a letdown. It's been a letdown. Now, that isn't to say that there's not good games out right now. It was the Final Stone tablet. We've collected all 13 of them. Gonna need a moment. Okay. Vast scope of time didn't separate us. Zonai Certified Team Fabric. Nice. And there's some really cool advancements that the Switch 2 has made, like the whole mouse thing, right? But there needs to be some games that really take advantage of it in a big way. And we're done with the quest. We were doing something before we fell into this quest, and I don't even remember what it was because it's been so long because of the streaming schedule, and the quest itself has just been so long. But it's we got only 5 minutes left. You know what we can do? I know what we can do. We got Korok seeds. Let's go find. Boom. Another side adventure completed. You are correct. That puts my tracker to 30 side adventures. While we're waiting on the load screen, look at that sleeping peaceful corgi. You would never know that he decided to broccoli dance. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shaka! Boom. Shakakala. Yes. We have 14. So, weapon stash is going to cost us 25, which we can't okay. 12 for a bow stash. Shield stash is 10. I think we want to go for the bow stash. Alright, here we go. Love it. One of the best things from the first game that they kept into the second game. Da-da-da-da! Expand the bow stash. Yes, we would love to, but we only have 2 seeds, so that's not enough. Not enough. Want to see it? What do you want to see again? Big circle that spins in the water. If it's real, I want to see it even as a picture. That's easy to... We could probably knock that out, right? Where was the... Where was it? Oh, goodness. I know there's a whirlpool. I think it's by Lake Hylia. Yeah, Lake Hylia Whirlpool Cave. This should hopefully be above ground. We got just a couple minutes left on the stream, and like 2. Can I swim up this waterfall? The answer is probably no, but for science, we will try. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right. We need to find dry land. We also Wait, is this... Wait. Wait a second. I feel like... Another Korok seed. Hear me out, Turtle Club. I feel like once upon a time, this was Korok bowling, wasn't it? Like, we had to roll this boulder down the hill and get it in the hole. I legitimately think... I think it's reversed. I think that's from the original game. Okay. Okay. Okay, I am clearly out of practice with hitting these things. Looky here, Wizrobe. I need you just to stop. Let's find us a key eyeball. Let's find us one that's not going to... Here we go. No, that's electric. Electric's not where we want to be. Ice. Here we go. No. There we go. So... Neat. Your album is full. Okay, well, that's fine. Because it's not important at the moment. But... So I wonder if all the Korok bowling ones are backwards. That's both a neat way to do it and a real lazy way to do it. Like, here's 999 1,000 Korok seeds. By the way, all these Korok bowling ones are just reversed. Like, I wonder if the Korok bowling and the basketball ones are both. Okay. We came over here. We done a little dance. And then... this guy said something. Alright, here we go. I brought it. Yes, we did. Tell me something shocking. Big swirly sand circle, too. Yes. There is a swirly sand thing. That actually might be in the desert, though. It may not be the thing, but this is a really good place to yeah. You know, speaking of disappointments from Nintendo, where's our Trial of the Master Sword Part 2? We are so far away from this game. We already know there's no DLC coming for it. We are years away from when this game came out, right? But Nintendo, come on. Gotta get back. Gotta get back. Well, Turtle Club, Sal, Hobbs, thank you for hanging out with me. And it is definitely time for bed, unfortunately. I do have work tonight. But tomorrow morning, I no longer have to go into the office, except for once a week is off the table, but once a month for team meetings. Absolutely a blast. I'm going to have myself a good night. You'll have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, a good end or beginning of the week. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club. As always, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Take care, and thanks for watching, y'all.